All right, so like we always do, we give the main card fighters from the last UFC fights that won. We're gonna pick their next fights for. Well, I'm gonna pick their next fights for him, and Harley's gonna see if he likes them, if he got a better matchup, and overall his thoughts on them. The first fight that we have Charles Johnson coming off a win off of Zumagulov. We've seen him fight wrestlers before. We know what that looks like. Let's give this guy a striker. Let's give him Sumu Dorji, the guy who just fought Danger in a crazy fight, crazy stand-up fight. I would love to see him fight Charles Johnson.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I don't want to get off topic right here, but we look. You talking about Danger? Shout out to Danger, another Louisiana guy.
Most
He got
def.
a fight coming up, if I'm not mistaken. What card is that?
That's the one coming
Yeah,
up December 3rd. Kevin Holland
yeah,
versus. Yep.
yeah. So we're gonna get to break Danger down soon. With that being said, yeah, that was a crazy fight. Um, Danger pulled one out his hat, man. But dude, that would be a fun, fans friendly fight. Fight truly could go either way. Both guys got skills. And look, I see somebody getting finished in that fight. I think that'd be a great fight.
Absolutely. A fan-friendly fight, and maybe you could put on like the feature prelims or something like that, or just a fight in general that I think would make sense in the division. Charles Johnson, he stepped into the fire, fighting Makayev, fighting Zumagulov. Why not give him a ranked guy, especially fighting Makayev on short notice? Give him a favor, give him a good matchup for him, and if he wins, it's a very high risk. If he loses, no sweat off his back.
Yeah, man. And look, we know Uncle Dana. He don't give handouts
Right.
to anybody. But with that being said, man, I think Charles Johnson earned his right to not get a quote layup, but a better stylistic matchup.
Yeah,
Um,
something to ultimately put him in a good position. If you beat Makayev, he's still a prospect. He's not ranked yet. If you beat when he did beat Zumagulov, Zumagulov's not ranked, doesn't do that much. So this fight can put him in position for real, for real.
yeah, I like that.
All right, next up we got Jack Della Maddalena coming off a stoppage win over Danny Roberts. This fight I got for him. I don't want to see him fight a ranked guy yet. I want to see him fight, a vet that will take him at least more than one round. Somebody who's been in the UFC for a little while, and that guy would be Alex Morano. He's 22-7. He's on a four-fight win streak. He beat Cowboy, beat Mickey Gall, beat Matt Simmelsberger. Just a real vet overall. I think that would be a good step up for Della.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead. I'm sorry not to cut
Oh,
you
no,
off,
you're
bro.
good. That's all I have.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like you said, like I don't think that he's ready for say a top 15 guy, but he needs somebody that's gonna go some rounds with, that's gonna not necessarily bring him into uncharted territory, but
Right.
make him work for it a little bit. Look, if he stops you, hey, he worked for it. You
Definitely.
know, um, like you said, the guy that's been around the UFC, guy that's not gonna go away easy. And look, if Magdalena was fighting him or a guy like him and was able to fold him quickly, then we can say, okay,
Yeah.
it's time to put in top 15 opposition and see if he
Now,
can get in the rank.
a guy that I would love to see once he does get ranked, because right now it really wouldn't make sense. But a guy that I would love to see him fight is Michelle Pereira. Like
Yeah,
that would be a crazy fight.
yeah, I think that'd be an outstanding fight,
I
man.
think that's in the future. You know what I'm saying? Not right now, but when he gets
Yeah,
ranked, I think that's a great fight for him. All right, damn, two for two, bro. Okay, next up we got Muslim Salikov coming off a third round TKO over Filia. Another guy that won, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, also in the 170 division, Max Griffin, Max Payne Griffin. He's coming off, who did he beat? He just beat Tim Means. Before that, a close fight with Neil Magny. They're both 170. They're both towards, not to say the end of their career, but they're older guys. I think Max is like 35, 36. And I want to say Muslim's 38. Uh, both on a little win streak. Let's see them fight each other. Both strikers.
Yeah, I better say both strikers. To take the words of the law, that's a fun stylistic matchup. You know,
Absolutely.
both guys. You're not gonna see much ground game in that fight, but again, both guys in the back half of their career, both guys like to stand and bang a little bit. You know, I think that's a reasonable matchup for both guys. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you telling me I'm 3 for 3?
Yeah, man. Hey, call Sean Shelby McMahon and tell him look, take the week off. We're going to War Room with Uncle D, and we'll take care of it for you.
No doubt. No doubt. All right. If you watch the breakdown video, in the recap video, we talked about a lot about Waldo. He just came off a decision win versus Chase Sherman. 2-0 in the UFC now, undefeated guy from Cuba. Uh, this fight I feel like would be a very, very, very like fan friendly fight. I would like to see him fight Chris Barnett, the guy who, you know what I'm talking about?
Chris, yeah.
Chris Barnett, the dude who does like he come out dancing and stuff. He did that spinning heel kick knockout at heavyweight.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he's coming
yeah.
off a win
Okay.
over Jake Collier, like a comeback win. His jaw was all busted, and he came back and won that fight.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. That
I,
that that would definitely test the coaster, man.
so like to answer your question, if Acosta is that guy, is what's his ceiling, whatever. I think he's a guy. If you just throw him into the fire, it's probably not going to work out right. If you give him a guy like a real clean striker with knockout power or somebody with a good ground game, probably won't work out. So why not build him up with a Chris Barnett who has a name, who is a striker, so you get him that experience in because Waldo doesn't have the most experience. I think that would make sense for him right now.
Yeah, man. And I think that would be a really solid test for coaster, man. And I think that would give us an idea of look, it's not a top guy we'd be throwing it, but it's a guy that okay, if he wins, he might be able to do something. If not, maybe they need to pump the brakes for this guy. Be a crossroads fight for coaster.
Right, right. And I think either way they're getting 50 G's, man, because it's either gonna be a knockout or a war. Like neither guy is in a boring fight. They both stand in front of each other and throw. So we're not seeing wrestling at all in that fight.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
agree.
All right, I'm trying to go 5 for 5, man. I think this is the best matchup I got. Uh, Kennedy and Chesku coming off a second round finish over Ion Kutalaba. The next guy I got for him to fight is Khalil Roundtree.
Whoa.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah. Somebody's gonna get stopped in that fight as well.
uh,
And
if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Khalil is ranked in the top 15. Uh, if Kennedy wins, that obviously puts him in the top 15. I don't think Kennedy should be fighting down anymore. I think he should be fighting up, especially with a main event win,
yeah,
a big platform. And he's only getting better. He's still young. Why not give him a guy in the top 15, and especially a guy who favors standing up just like he does?
yeah, man. I like that. So look, that's a fight. I mean, obviously we're not here to break down that fight. We're just here to say what if, throw potential matchups out there. But that's a fight that truly could go either way. And if Kennedy wins, man, that would open up a lot of eyes for him.
Most definitely, most definitely. So safe to say, 5 for 5. And you got any thoughts on any different matchups or any guys on the prelims that are girls on the prelims that you'd want to see?
Um, we talked about Jennifer Maya. Uh,
Yeah,
I'm just look, she won. I'm just curious to think where you think she goes from here because like we mentioned in the previous episode in the breakdown of the fight night card, she's kind of stuck in the middle. You know,
I think
um,
a good fight for her and for her to like you know, her path to a title is just gonna have to be annihilating or just beating these young up and comers. We had a girl who fought recently in Erin Blanchfield. I think Erin Blanchfield versus Jennifer Maya would be a good indicator where Erin Blanchfield is at her career because Maya is ranked. I'm not sure what Erin Blanchfield's ranked, but I feel like that would be a good fight for each to where Maya does not get any easy fights anymore. It's gonna be straight killers. Why not get one
Yeah,
that has a lot of hype that you can steal the hype from? And if you're Blanchfield, why not fight somebody who's fought for the title and you can see what you got to work on? Even if you beat her, you can see where you're at in the division.
yeah. Kind of a measuring stick for man. Bless you. I
Right.
like that. I do.
No
So man,
doubt.
I might give you 6 for 6.
6 for 6, man. I'll take it. Coming up, you have a break for Thanksgiving with the UFC fights, but we will be back for the December 3rd fights. We have Kevin Holland versus Wonderboy Thompson. Another very tricky card, but we proved that tricky cards we come through. So if you have any,
Hey, call us the tricky card masters, man. Call us the tricky. We look. We gonna come through for you. We gonna get you paid. So.
straight up, we got you. We got you. If you could think of any good matchups to make, or if you disagree with my matchups, agree with my matchups, comment in the comment section. Make sure you like the video and subscribe.
Hey, before we sign off, I got one more matchup to ask you about, bro.
What you got?
Does Hasbulla get a fight?
Man, I don't think anybody wants to fight Hasbulla, bro. That's a hard fight. That's a hard matchup.
So man, I mean, look, if he does get a fight, who you give him?
Probably Mighty Mouse. I get him back from ONE FC and make that fight happen. You know what I'm saying? 5 round fight.
I think it'd be a close fight. I'm going Hasbulla split decision, man.
Yeah,
Going on the record.
I can see it. That's one I'm not betting on though.
Yeah, stay away from that fight.
All right, we'll be back. Peace.
Peace.